Okay. Well, and before I woke up early this morning and I had a kind of busy week and I had to travel to Santa Fe and well, I came back yesterday. So it was a very beautiful week, but I didn't have time to, because I always want to take a look of what we are going to see in our classes and find some vocabulary, well, that kind of things. And I didn't have time, so I did it tomorrow, and it's very funny with this video that we are watching. I think that this is the third Saturday that we are watching it. That every time I watch it, I find something else to share with you. Because at first, I took only a few parts because you know that it is very long. It lasts almost an hour. And
I saw this video yesterday, not completely.
Very good.
Yes,
I think that
I saw, but I feel it is in Spanish. I don't know why, but very, 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 very powerful.
Yes.
Powerful.
It's
the 3 or 2 history that he.
No, you say that you saw it in the subtitles were in Spanish or what?
Yes.
Because it is due to the configuration.
No, I listen in English a little bit and so in Spanish little bit. Un poco.
Okay, this is
hasta que cantó, o sea, todo prácticamente.
Okay. You know that yesterday when I was talking to this girl, talking her about how is our methodology here in the workshop, I told her not to be afraid because we talk sometimes a bit in Spanish, a bit in English. And I said to her, it is until you lose the fear of no understanding. Es hasta que uno pierde el miedo de no entender, porque what happens? We kind of feel that maybe we have to know every word in order to understand. And there is something, this path has something that is wonderful, that we discover here, that there is something that is beyond words. And it is like this, when it's like when you align, it is not when you align, or we can say when you are open to receive what comes through these words, you begin to understand in spite or although or even if you don't know exactly word by word or the meaning of some words. Okay. So
even in Spanish language.
Yeah. That's it. Yes. This is the true meaning of this, that and when I was talking with Nati yesterday, I told her this, that that's why sometimes also we take a text, and when it happens that we read it, and the next time when we read it again, we find other things. And it is the same text, but what happened? It's not a question. That is what the meaning of this way, that is another way of learning. that is not, it doesn't have to do with accumulating knowledge or a lot of words. It has to also, because we see a lot of vocabulary here, but sometimes it has to do with going deeper, not with quantity. It has to do with the same things, and that I like when, for instance, Guruji says that there are kind of different layers, como que hay capas diferentes, y we are going deeper and deeper, or different. You know that we sometimes we use the word subtle, of subtlety. Cuando hablamos de eso, de que algo es sutil, de la sutilidad, es como que le vamos encontrando como another face at the same word, or it has to do with what we feel inside. This kind of impact, or this kind of transformation we experience. And that's why we say that spirituality is something practical. It is not only something mental that we read and we have to learn by heart. What is to learn by heart in English? Que no es algo que nos tenemos que aprender de memoria. It's something that we have to experience. And that's why we say that the words are like pointings or triggers that leads us to something greater. Okay, well, today we have to go on. You know that what is like the main topic of this video, or the topic we have been discussing last classes, and discussing what is you remember that the word discuss, to discuss in English, doesn't mean discuss. To discuss, it doesn't mean let me put here, maybe I can. Okay. I want to here. To discuss in English, it is doesn't have a literal meaning when we translate it into Spanish, because to discuss, it doesn't mean it's the same as to talk about something in a profound way. It is not to argue. O sea, no es discutir. To discuss,
no, it's talk.
Is talk. So we've been discussing.
Actually, you put in the group sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. I wanted to remember, because it's a very, very common misunderstanding.
Yes, in Spanish.
Yes, because we tend we use it differently. It's the opposite. When we want to mean discutir, as in Spanish, in English we say to argue. So we've been discussing about happiness these last few classes, and what we said about happiness, that happiness is something that we are taught since we are children, to look for happiness outside, and that happiness is the same, has to do with getting new things or with attaining a new
conditional.
More, to gaining more learning about something, to gaining a title, or to buying a material thing. And with experience, what happens? We keep on feeling that all these things, that there is something that is not enough. Vieron como que hay algo siempre, podemos lograr, qué sé yo, por ejemplo, tenemos the wish or el deseo de comprarnos un auto, o de comprarnos algo, o de irnos de viaje,
Whatever.
o de tener un título, wherever. Y cuando lo tenemos, volvemos a sentir esa sensación de vacío, como diciendo, sí, pero hay algo que falta, ¿vieron? Y entonces we go for something else. And we jump from experience to experience. After what? Until we get tired, hasta que nos cansamos. And why this happens to us? Because the happiness that we are looking for it is not in the world. Because we discover that everything in the world comes and goes and is temporary. And the happiness we are looking for is an everlasting happiness. And why we are looking for an everlasting happiness? Una felicidad que no se termine nunca. Because our essence, our soul, is this. So the soul wants to return or to come back to its source. And why we are everlasting? Because we are divine. And we don't realize it. We have forgotten it. That's why the masters say that we are not here to conquer the world. We are here to remember what we really are. No estamos acá para conquistar el mundo, por eso el mundo no nos va a dar lo que necesitamos. Estamos para volver a recordar quiénes somos, porque what happens when we incarnate, we forget. So, and yesterday I read a phrase that it's from the Course of Miracles that reminds me of this experience that is told here in the video and we are going to watch now. Because it says, because here we are going to watch that the brother it is in the video talks about an experience, and he wanted to know how was Yogananda as a man in everyday life. And the phrase I read yesterday was, Jesus, from the Course of Miracles, Jesus didn't come to this earth. Jesus didn't come to be worshipped. He came to be imitated. And the same happens to these masters. That they, o sea, Jesús no vino para ser adorado, él vino para ser imitado. And with all the masters happens the same. That's why they stress always that they are not different from us, that in us, in all of us, there is this potential of enlightenment and of finding the truth. What is the truth? Our essence, what we really are. So all these examples of our masters helps us with this to realize what we really are. And this video is a true example of how we can attain this that it seems impossible, and what is to be happy independently of whatever happens outside. So, well, let's watch a bit of this part that goes from minute 17 to minute 20. There are only 3 minutes, but it's very, very, as you have said, Jose, it's very, very powerful. Okay, yes. and it has to do what is said here, because what happened? The brother that it is gives the talk in the video, you can see that it's kind of a man that may be in his 60s or 70s at this time. Debe tener 60, 70 años ahora. And he's talking more about when he was young. And what happened? Yes. When he was young, he had the opportunity of meeting 2 women that had been disciples of Yogananda and have been contemporary. They have been contemporaries of him. So he had lived at the same. They had the opportunity to share life and moments of life truly with him, as it happens to us, Jose, now with Mooji, with Mooji. Okay, and so that's why he took the opportunity to ask them how was Yogananda as a man in everyday life. And it is, well, we will see now that she uses it was Dayamata and Anandamata, that they were sisters. And she told her that he was intrepid. I love this word. Okay, so.
Anandama o Anandamata es ahí pusito, ¿no?
Sí, Dayamata y Anandamata. Yes, because, viste, and their names that are similar of some here's only love. Oh, yes. I love this woman.
Data Mata dice.
Dayamata. Dayamata.
Dayamata.
Yes. Okay. It's
Me voy a pegar
solo amor and only love. I love this phrase, this title. Very beautiful.
¿En español está ese libro?
Yes, this book is incredible.
Okay, well, you know how all is connected. And we have yesterday I was telling this girl also that we have a lot of material, in spite that we say that we don't need to accumulate knowledge. We are very blessed because we are living in a time that we have a lot of material in English and also in Spanish, but to go deeper with this. So, and we are taking advantage of it. Okay, let's watch a bit of the video and then we'll go on commenting and discussing about it. Okay. I will share the sound.
As a disciple, I'm a man, and my guru was also a man. And I've often wondered, what was Guruji like as a man? And she stopped. Nandama stopped, we all stopped, and she looked at me and she said, I can answer that with one word. Intrepid. Intrepid? I didn't expect that. Intrepid, of course, is, willingness to, engage with dangerous challenges and doing so with enthusiasm. It's about as close to fearlessness as you can come in the human body. And she said, your guru was intrepid. And Anandama was there and she smiled and she said, you have no idea what it's like to live with someone who is fearless. She was smiling. And Dayama also smiled. You could tell that they were reminiscing at the same time as they were engaging in conversation. And Dayama said, anything he put his mind to, he would do it. And Anandama added, especially if someone said he couldn't do it. And they laughed and they laughed. And I got caught up in the laughter. And here we were, these three, disciples, senior and junior, laughing alone in the forest. It's a wonderful experience and a wonderful memory. And then Dayama turned to me and gave me my closing quote. She said, my dear, as a man, your guru lived life with a joyful fearlessness. It was contagious. These are the words and memories of first-generation disciples. Joyful fearlessness. I think that's beyond intrepid. Feeling joy of God within you while you're engaged in challenging endeavors. Wouldn't we all love to live life this way? Our guru is saying it's not only possible, it's our destiny. To live today without anxiety for tomorrow. This is the spiritual adventure of life. And Guruji says in the Self-Realization Lessons, number 15, learn to perform all your duties with deepest happiness, with courageous cheerfulness welling up from within you. A cheerfulness that comes from within you, independent of outer conditions. This is Supreme Yoga, and it's really a very lofty teaching.
Okay. This passage was very short, but it's very powerful. And I love this because it has to do with real life, with what we an experience of with someone like these women that had the opportunity to live at the same, that share with Yogananda and with life. And so we have, he calls them the first generation disciples. And I was thinking that it is very beautiful because he was a true example of someone that really lived everyday life and had, it implies what? That he had to face challenges also. That because we, sometimes we had the sensation that it was easier for them because they were all day isolated and meditating, and nothing happened to them. And no, it is not like this. The other day I was reading also that he, Paramahansa Yogananda, Guruji, he himself directed the construction of the temple of Encinitas temple. And it was a great endeavor, as they say, because he that you know that in there in Encinitas there is a lake, and he got on the boat on a boat to see the construction from a distance, and he had a horn. And with the horn, a loudspeaker, and from the middle of the lake, he gave direction. So he was really involved in everyday life, with things that we have to face also. And well, let's see what we have heard or we have listened in this short paragraph. So we can read a bit, so we can see a bit of vocabulary. That
1702, no? This.
Yes, I think that yes, because the last thing we saw last week was that these were that we are talking about what, or what is to be able to hold on to and exude this joy of God as our primary inner experience in the face of challenges. O sea, ¿cómo podemos, what is to hold on to? ¿Se acuerdan que es cómo podemos aferrarnos a this inner sensation, esta felicidad interior, digamos, and exude? What is to exude? It's similar to Spanish. Emanate. This joy of God, because that's why it is so important. If we are connected with this happiness inside, then we can what? We can emanate it outside. Okay. So, and this is the question. This is the question. How does an illumined avatar face the challenges of life? And very important, how we can do the same. So, let's try to answer these questions. Go on, Jose, reading from this one.
What was Guruji like as a man? Your Guru was intrepid. Intrepid is the willingness to engage in a dangerous challenges and do with enthusiasm.
And do it. Intrepid is the willingness. What is the willingness? To be willing to do something comes from will. And what is will? ¿Vieron que will?
Es will.
Exactly. When it is used, the word will. Puedo poner acá. Hemos hecho tantas annotations que ya no me quedo el lugar. Will. Vieron que will es una palabra que la usamos mucho in English, because will, maybe the auxiliary, the most usual word is used is, it is the auxiliary of future. I will do something, lo usamos como un auxiliar para expresar el futuro en inglés. This is one use, future. But as a noun, como un sustantivo, como está usado acá, will as a noun is voluntad. Entonces, es voluntad, y to be willing to do something es tener la voluntad de hacer algo. Y willingness, yes, it has to do voluntad. So,
I start again. Okay.
Yes. So you can intrepid or from where you want. Let's.
What was Guruji like as a man? Your guru was intrepid. Intrepid is the willingness to engage in dangerous challenges and do it with enthusiasm. And Anandama was there and she smiled and she said, "You have no idea what it's like to live, ¿no?
Yes, to live. Very good.
Me vino la voz de to live with someone who is fearless. Sin miedo, ¿no? We're fearless.
Yes. What is that? Let's remember what is this suffix less means without. So fear is the opposite
miedo,
of love.
fearless.
Miedo. Fearless is without fear. You have no idea. This is a very good expression.
Yes.
You have no idea what it's like to live with someone who is fearless. In Spanish we would say, no tenés ni idea lo que es vivir con alguien que no le tiene miedo a nada. ¿Viste? Como cuando decimos no le importa nada. Bueno, this was his attitude to life. Okay, and let's go on. Yes.
He puts his mind to, he would do it, especially if someone say he couldn't do it.
Yes, this expression is fantastic also. Anything he put his mind to, he would do it. He was what? Stubborn, we say. O sea, era terco, y era muy, how was? Determined. This is another word, another expression, another adjective we can find to describe him. Determined. Si se le, ¿viste? ¿Cómo decimos in Spanish? Si se le ponía algo en la cabeza, nadie se lo sacaba. O si él sentía que quería, él iba por todo. And it says, especially if someone said he couldn't do it. And let's take a look at the verb here. Anything he put his mind to. Put. Put is a verb that in every tense is the same. Put. Because here we are talking in past. O sea, lo estamos usando en pasado, pero el verbo put queda put en pasado, en presente, en futuro, siempre es put. Entonces, que no había nada que lo detuviera. Nothing that would stop him from doing what he was set to do. And take a look at this, that this is the way to change the world. Because what happens? That the majority of people tend to do, when challenges appear, they give up. Uno abandona cuando empiezan a aparecer las dificultades. But it has to do, first we have to realize when it's something that comes from God or from our intuition, that only we know if it is this or if it's something that we are kind of stuck and that is something mental. Me viene la palabra in Spanish, emperrado. Vieron que a veces uno se emperra con algo. Mi mamá decía así. Y no tiene que ir por ahí, pero it is something totally different when it's something from, you feel different when it is the voice of God. And it doesn't mean that there won't be challenges. O sea, no quiere decir que no va a haber desafíos. But, and in these cases, the attitude changes everything. So
I mean that he had a lot of faith. The kind
yes,
of
this is
faith
this.
of God, and when you are convinced of that,
Yes.
nothing
Stops you.
Yes.
Nothing can stop you. It's like this. So we are here in this body and in this life to remember this and to connect with this. So let's go on, my friend. Pablo, can you go on?
Yes. She said, my dear is a man, your guru lived life with a joyful fearlessness. It was contagious. Feel joy of God within you while you engage in challenging endeavor. What wouldn't we all love to live life this way? Our guru is saying,
here we have the both words, and you have pronounced it perfectly. Live life. Because in one case, the first case is used as a verb and as a noun. Vivir la vida, live life. Very good. Wouldn't we all love to live life this way? Yes. Being experiencing fearlessness. What is fearlessness? Como in Spanish we don't have a word for this. Sin tenerle miedo a nada sería. Okay.
The answer is our guru is saying it's not only possible, it's our destiny.
Destiny is. We have to to make a sign with this. Tengo que hacer un cartel con eso. It's very...
And live today without anxiety for tomorrow.
Anxiety for tomorrow. To live today without anxiety for tomorrow.
Anxiety for tomorrow.
Yes, because this is real happiness. Because if we... And I love these words because it makes me reflect on and observing how we live. Because I could find this kind of something on the background or beyond the surface also, that I had a kind of anxiety of what will happen tomorrow and what will be the future. And it is very, very true that it prevents or stops you from living life as it really is. Porque eso nos saca, vieron que cuando esa como ansiedad que tenemos o esa preocupación, this concern about what would happen, instantly or immediately takes us out of present and of living what is happening now. And that's why
I was thinking, like we are when we walk, and if you see forward, you don't see the way.
Yes.
And you can fall down, or maybe a lot of incidents.
Because you are not here. And now
when we walk, you said?
Walk.
Yes.
And when you don't, why not? Now, no? This Guruji said, or él contó, when meditate or contemplates, for a few minutes or whatever time, cualquier tiempo, dice, disappear only, ¿cómo se dice? Ansiedad.
Anxiety.
Anxiety and the timeless, ¿no?
We can feel timelessness.
And the problem is no problem. Porque él contaba la historia que se incendió el lugar, ¿no? Y que él tenía como una paz y estuvo permanente. Y después volvió a experimentar ese como miedo, pero después se le incrementó otra vez a medida que se iba dando cuenta de esa paz, independientemente del estado.
Because this is a kind of mastery. But I was talking yesterday with this girl also about that. It is not only a question, because she told me that she has never meditated, and she wants to learn to meditate. And I told her that the funny thing is that when you meditate, you have to do nothing. But why is so difficult? Because it's not only a question of being still, that your body is still, that your thoughts has to because sometimes we are very still and quiet, but our mind doesn't stop. So this is what you are talking about, that we have to learn to be still, and we can do it, and to be still is to be present. And now, when we are not moving, we have to don't give energy to our thoughts, so we can be still. Has to do with this, not only to calm our body, but also our mind. And this is connected to live without anxiety for tomorrow also. Okay, well, Pablito, you can,
anxiety, ansiedad y ansioso, anxiety.
Anxious. Anxiety and anxious.
Lo habías escrito por ahí, pero no me acuerdo.
Yes, here. Well, I will. Anxiety is the noun. Yes, anxiety. Después se los pongo para que no se. Anxiety is the noun. And anxious is the adjective. Okay. Well, let's finish with this beautiful phrase, sentence that is from a lesson, from lesson number 15. Pablito.
Guruji,
yes.
Pablito, okay.
Yes.
Guruji said in self-realization lesson number 15, learn to perform all duty with the deepest happiness welling up from within you. A cheerfulness that comes from within you, independent of our condition.
Okay. Learn to perform. Perform is a synonym, it's a formal word. That is, it means to do something. Learn to perform all duties with the deepest happiness welling up from within you. This is another verb that this is the last thing we are going to see today about vocabulary. Bueno, and cheerfulness. Vieron que tenemos muchas palabras con ness. Many words. Cheerful, what is to be cheerful? Cheerful is to be joyful. To be alegre sería in Spanish.
Is the same cheer?
Yeah, yes, cheer, yes. That they when you, claro, it's the cuando that in
champagne.
Spanish we are with friends and we want to celebrate something and we say salud, they say cheer.
Oh no.
Well, and here we have
you drink some little bit after the class.
Me? No. It's for my doctor. My wife have to wrap this bottle. It's a gift for my cardiology.
Okay, well, I was telling you that here we have another opportunity to learn another phrasal verb, that you know that they love phrasal verbs and they use phrasal verb for all. And what is this word? This verb is welling up. This deepest happiness welling up from within you. What is the origin of this verb, welling up? Welling up is a synonym of what? Of arising within you. Okay. In Spanish, I think that the most
surge, no? Arise. Surge.
Yes. In Spanish, now we will see the meaning of welling up, and it is the closest word in English in Spanish would be aflorar, porque it is used to talk about emotions. Here we can
immerse.
Yes, or arise. Jose, can you read what is the meaning here? To well up.
To well up is often used to describe emotion like tears. Like tears is.
Yes, like tears.
Like tears, joy, sadness, rising to the surface, almost as if they are overflowing like water from a spring or well.
Okay, because that's the origin of welling up. Because that's what, por eso yo les dije que era como lo más parecido a aflorar, cuando algo aflora, and it is, here is compared to water or to some liquid, because what is like water from a spring or well? What is a spring? In English, here we have two words that have another meanings. We know that spring in English is primavera, but here it has another meaning. It has also es manantial. Spring quiere decir manantial. And well, viste que también, well, the most usual meaning, you say, how are you feeling? You can feel well or bad. Esa como as an adjective lo usamos más en inglés, pero as a noun it means pozo, un pozo de agua. That's why it says welling up, as it's rising to the surface almost, as an overflowing, como fluir de from a spring or a well. That's the way our emotions or something, or in this case, happiness, welling up from within us. And here we have some examples of that is why it is this verb is connected. It's used to talk about emotions. For example, here, Jose, do you want to read?
A feeling of gratitude welling up for her heart as they looked around at her friends and family.
A feeling of gratitude.
A feeling.
Welled up.
A feeling.
Acá está, it is used in past. Well is well up is the infinitive, and welled up is the past because it's a regular verb. From her heart, a feeling of gratitude welled up from her heart as she looked around at her friends and family. And what is the key thing here? That is something naturally, natural, spontaneous. Viste que por eso la palabra aflorar es como que nos da esa sensación de que es algo natural, que nos sale, que se da naturalmente, espontáneamente. Como in this case, that it says, a feeling of gratitude when we look and we acknowledge all the things that we have in life, like our family or friends, and we feel naturally grateful for this. And it also can happen with anger. Pablito, can you read the other example? Anger?
Anger welled up in his chest, but he took a deep breath and stayed calm.
Okay. And in meditation also.
Cuando, a ver si entendí, cuando surge la ira, ¿no es cierto? ¿Sería ahí?
Yes, in his chest. Acá, el pecho como que te sale el indio de adentro, como decimos. But what happens? Took a deep breath. To take a deep breath in Spanish, we also say, respira hondo. And
sometimes we need
yeah. Count to 100. Yes.
Or thousands.
That's it.
Or sometimes we need gritar.
Okay. This is a thing that we learn in this class. Not to react. To observe first. Okay. And well, let's see the last example. In meditation,
you may find joy welling up from within without an explicit reason.
Yes, it happens also. This is a very wonderful experience that we have, that we meditate or we contemplate, and out of the blue is another expression that is used in English. Out of the blue. Out of the blue, it means de la nada, ¿viste? De la nada surge algo así, out of the blue. We feel happiness. And we don't know why, but it's why. It's because we are with him. We connect with the source, and that's it. All we need. That's why it says a deep inner joy that arises spontaneously. That's what we feel in meditation. Well, my friends, I was thinking that you know that, well, Jose was not present yesterday, but he knows the song because he has listened to it other times. The song that it was made of a prayer from Mooji. Viste que hay una oración que se llama la plegaria, a prayer that it is in the Mall of God. And yesterday I read this prayer in the group of meditation in the morning.
No.
And I read it in I always
of Pablo? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I read it. I also always translate it into Spanish because there are a lot of people that don't know. It's a group for meditation in Spanish, not in English. Pero bueno, yo después siempre les mando como la oración en inglés y en español. Y ayer les dije que también hay una canción que se hizo a partir de esta plegaria, que es muy linda, que dura 5 minutos. Así que si quieren, we can finish our beautiful class with this prayer and listening to this song. Podemos, esperen que les voy a compartir, porque justo ahí, después yo les mando también, lo tengo en un archivito, tengo, I have the lyrics, la letra.
Letra.
¿Puedo aprovechar a preguntarte algo técnico nomás?
Yes, of course.
¿Cómo compartís el documento?
El documento.
Y que sale la pantalla ahí, que nos vemos ahí en el costado, porque justo estábamos, viste que está la parte de que estamos leyendo, se está leyendo el libro de Astrabraca Gita.
Sí, Gita.
Astrabraca Gita, sí. Y pero hay formas de compartir videos y documentos, ¿viste? Y justo se hizo Lucía, no sabía cómo compartir, pero creo que hay una forma, ahí vos como que vas directo, no sé, por eso te pregunto a ver si es lo mismo
No,
de
yo
siempre.
directamente, o sea, ¿se usa Zoom o se usa Google
Zoom.
Meet?
Porque el Zoom de la Zanga.
O sea, yo directamente lo tengo abierto en Word.
Sí,
El documento lo tengo en Word.
compartir
Y entonces,
pantalla y nada más.
Exacto, voy ahí y lo que sí, y por ejemplo, yo ahora.
Pero para que no se vea en gris esa forma con el menú y todo eso.
¿Sabes qué?
Eso es.
Tenés que en Word hay una opción arriba que baja en vista, que vos decís ver pantalla completa. Entonces no te muestra el menú, sino que te muestra solamente el texto, lo que está escrito. Después me fijo, pero creo que está en vista. Vas a vista.
Pero
y
en PDF.
Y debe haber también en Adobe o
por
en.
eso te sale.
Claro, en vista por lo general tenés esa opción de poder ver el documento en pantalla completa sin el menú, sin la barra, viste, esa y te lo muestra. Después
Bueno,
me voy a
un
fijar
paréntesis de la clase.
Ok, we are all learning. Me too. Okay, let's see the song here. This beautiful song that and here we have the lyrics. I love this. That's why we are so blessed because we have the guidance of our masters, and with this we can see that they are always with us. Porque él acá, I mean, for instance, I love this paragraph, and when he says, may your trust, remember, Pablito, that today we talk about trust, that to stay in this state of happiness has to do with trust in God, wherever happens. And that's why he says here, what is his intention for us? May your trust be great. May, here it means that it is used as a wish, as an intention, to express an intention, the word may. May your trust be great, your heart full of love, and may you carry the perfume of the Lord's presence wherever you go. It's very, very beautiful. Porque se dan cuenta que if we have this, we have all. And this is also very powerful, but because what? If we can't connect with this love of God that we are, then we can spread it into the world. It is, he says it in a very poetic and in a very beautiful way. Porque él dice, ¿ves? Que lleves tu perfume, el perfume de Dios, de la presencia de Él, a donde quiera que vayas.
Gracias.
It's very, very beautiful. The perfume of love. This is the presence of God. So, and at the end, this is an expression that is also very powerful. So be it. So be it. In English and in Spanish would be que así sea.
Yes.
So be it. Okay. Well, let's listen to this beautiful prayer and we finish like this today.
May you discover the life which is free of sorrow. May your mind be illumined in the truth. May you conquer the fear of death. May you never be ashamed of the presence of the Holy Spirit, nor feel the need to defend yourself in any personal way. May your trust be great, your heart full of love, and may you carry the perfume of the Lord's presence. May your trust be great, your heart full of love, and may you carry the perfume of the Lord's presence wherever you go. Wherever you go. This is the prayer that I make for you. In the name of the Holy Spirit of God. This is the prayer that I make for you. In the name of the Holy Spirit of God. So be it. Oh. Shanti Om. Shanti, Shanti. Shanti Om. Shanti, Shanti. Shanti
Well, my friends, let's try to do this, to stay present, to live without anxiety for tomorrow, and to carry the perfume of the love of God and His presence wherever we go. So be it, as He says. Thank you.
Cari.
Thank you for sharing. You have a lovely weekend. Wherever you go.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Cari.